Okay, so if you open the app, this is how like it will appear. So first, when you like normally it's on nerve, but you have to change it to muscle since we are dealing with the contractions in the muscles. Then you come to the agonist. So you are doing acetylcholine first. Then for the stock solution, you can choose to use from this, or you can use -5. And the volume, feel free to start from anything. So if let's say I start with 0.02, then I have to choose a GP factor that I want. Now I wouldn't recommend using a GP factor of 2 because it will take longer to start getting your curves and everything. So you can use a GP factor of 5. So if you 0.02, then you come and click on record. When you click on record, it will start moving from the 0 part. So you wait a while. So let's say about here is enough for me. Then I'll click on add to organ bath. When I add to organ bath, this is what is happening. So I'll wait for it to ascend and then plateau before I click on flash to reservoir. So as this plateauing, then I'll click on flash reservoir to bath. Then I'll come and change the volume. So if let's say I multiplied by 5 and I had let's say 0.10, I did my GP and I had this. I'll let it move on for a bit. Then I'll click on add to organ bath again. Now wait for it to plateau like this first one before I come and click on flash reservoir to bath. And all those one, please not click stop. You only click on stop once you generated for all your values for volume here. It is plateauing, so now I can click on flash reservoir to bath. So now if you reach a point in time where when you are adding your GP factor, you are getting greater than 1. So if let's say I multiply now, I was getting let's say 1.2, and we don't want 1.2 here. So it means you're going to change this to -4. Because if it was 1.2 and I take the decimal point back, I'm reducing it. So I change to 1.4 and then now it becomes 0.12 instead of like the 1.2. Then add to organ bath. Then wait for it to plateau again. Then add flash. Then click on the flash reservoir to bath. So flash reservoir to bath. Now, at times when you click on flash reservoir to bath, at times it looks like it's still continuing to plateau or still moving in that same direction. Do not double click on it, it will automatically come down again. So assuming these are just the values I had, so now I can choose to click on stop and then I'm done with the experiment. So these concentrations here, these values here, so this is 2 times 10 x to the -8. This is 1 times 10 x to the -7. This is 1 times 10 x to the -6. So these values will be at the column for the doses, and when you find the log of these values, then that's when you get your log dose. And for the response, you come and look at the 2 highest figures here. So if let's say I've gotten one, let's say 9.12, then I'll pick another higher one, so let's say 9.33. So that will be for so the first one will be for response 1, second will be for response 2. That's what you do for. So each peak here, so since this is for this value, then you pick 2 highest figures here for it to be its responses. So when you come here, same thing. When you come here, same thing. So basically this is how it is. That's the same thing for the Carbachol too. Yeah.